Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch an old cable movie called Murder by Phone, also known as Bells. Let's check it out. Our movie starts in a subway where a phone is ringing and a girl picks up the phone. And this happens. Richard Chamberlain. He plays
She ain't never gonna get
Richard.
Over. Only daughter we...
The girl who died was one of his students.
Like I said on the phone, I'm flying down there. You said there was something...
Oh, well, we did
He's
it
a
all
college
over
professor.
there. Everything except for his things.
Richard Chamberlain actually plays Nat Bridger.
You stole it from me, Gordon.
Victim number 2.
Should have been mine.
This guy suffers an even worse fate. Somehow his chair gets thrown out the window.
Yeah, well,
John Houseman.
Where you staying?
here?
He plays Stanley
Staying with me, my boy.
Markowitz.
Oh, thanks, Stanley, but I really couldn't impose.
Impose rubbish. Now all my proteges have to submit to my influence once in a while.
Yes.
Cops.
Some old bag lady was there. Let's say she even tried to help.
The girl in the subway
Parents real happy, huh?
corner said she died of a heart attack, which he doesn't believe.
Here about a month ago.
Bag lady who saw.
Lightning.
No, heart attack. Did you see...
Who wants the cake? She on phone. Born by lightning. Your teeth move?
Like... Thanks a lot.
Nobody believes.
Our next victim.
Prepared.
Is your home phone?
He continues to investigate.
Museum subway station.
Thank you for letting us know.
He's at the telecom
It's
company
already been
now.
repaired. I'm interested in knowing why.
Well, you might try a letter to our service people.
Well, I thought I'd try in person, as you can see. Perhaps your supervisor could give me a hand.
I'm afraid this really isn't the right department.
At a nearby bank, which is just closed for the night.
Sorry. Just lost the money. Don't come back tomorrow.
I don't think that guy's going to be happy. So he cuts a telephone cord in the basement of the subway there
Cutters again? No.
to get a repairman to come
I
out.
couldn't hardly believe it. Some turkey must have taken a flamethrower to the receiver.
Just the receiver, huh?
Yeah. There wasn't even a mark on the box. Don't really make sense.
Could it have been the voltage? Maybe something in the electroacoustic transducer.
That blonde girl at the bank.
Hi, sorry about that.
You don't know what it's like to be kept waiting.
Hey, you weird.
Safe to say that guy who didn't get into the bank is our killer.
Memorize COD, cause of death, and find out if those symptoms are consistent with
Nat is really trying to convince the cops that something is happening.
Subpoena the paperwork of the lineman who repaired the telephone at the museum station. 3, check through your jackets and see if there have been any similar deaths in the past couple of days. When you found all that out, you can get me at 555-7668.
Nat notices that somebody has been following him, taking pictures.
Hey, who the hell are you, top man? Who are you working for, huh?
I'm just a tourist, man. You know, I'm just taking pictures.
Son of a bitch. Hey, somebody call the cops. This guy's crazy. Call the cops. Who put you up to this, huh? Tell me.
Telephone employee.
Tell me.
And this is going to get him arrested. So he and John Houseman decided to go on a tour of the telephone company.
Where I get off.
To snoop.
Fishing expedition.
Nat, you
If
can't.
anybody comes after me, give them a little of your bullshitizing, will you?
You can't
Do
do that.
what you do best.
Nat.
Sir, I'm afraid you must stay with the tour.
Anyway,
So
sure,
he snoops around a bit.
The receiver is a capacitor. Store up the voltage input to the point of spontaneous discharge and,
Sounds simple.
not really, no. You working on it or something?
Sort of, yeah. Where'd you say the recall lab was?
He does a little more snooping in the sub-basement room and finds all the melted telephones. So he knows that they know. Here's Ridley.
Bastard.
She works for the phone company. He's been kind of hooking up with her.
You'll be hearing from our lawyers, Mr. Bridger.
But now they're on to him.
She was coerced, Wetzel. She's not responsible.
All right, that's it. Let's go.
And here we get a little insight into John Houseman's character.
Yes?
He's not who he seems.
Fred, we've got trouble. Bridger has seen the phones.
I know that. Question is, what are you doing about it?
He wants to go to the mass media.
You've been paid to contain it.
Look, all right. You said that if you had enough lead time, your people could solve the problem.
Now I found a way of controlling mine.
I guess they no longer consider him
You're getting too close.
an asset.
Close to what? I don't know.
Here's Ridley taking a shower. And someone's calling her. Of course, she's in the shower. And it's going to stop ringing before she gets there. He finds out about John Houseman.
Bridger has seen the phones.
I know that. What are you doing at the moment? Wants to go to the mass media. You've been paid to contain it.
Look, all right.
He knew all the time.
You said you have broken
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Clayton.
She recognizes the voice. Just in time.
Right, Mr. Gilsdorf?
That's right.
The police.
This is now an official police matter. And you can forget about any previous understanding.
Clayton, it's
So they're going to set up a trace on the phone.
You gotta keep them talking long enough to trace the call. Then maybe the guys down the hall can reverse the power. Maybe.
And sure shit, he calls.
Hello?
Is this Nat Bridger? I want to speak to Nat Bridger.
This is Bridger. Now listen, Clayton. You're a brilliant man, Clayton. But you've got to let us help you.
You damn fool. Me, nobody does.
He keeps him on the line for a while.
You're stalling for time. You're trying to trace this call.
He sure is.
Well, time is up, Bridger.
But they were able to trace it and somehow reverse whatever he was doing to them. completely turned the tables. Nat and Ridley are, I guess, kind of like a couple now.
Excuse me.
And our film ends with a little bit of humor.
I never welsh on a bet.
I'll call you.
All right, let's talk about this movie, Murder by Phone. I remember this being on cable back in the 80s under the title Bells. And actually, that's what the on-screen title says in this case, which is kind of odd. I have the pre-recorded VHS of this. This is a DVD-R, by the way. And this is the exact box art from that VHS. So it makes me believe the source of that is from that same VHS. I should put that in to see if it actually says Bells, too, because this one does say Bells, which is kind of surprising to me. Most of those VHS tapes back in the day actually did have the actual title on the box. DVDs today sometimes have different titles, especially when you have like Italian films and stuff and they're looking for the best print. They'll take whatever print they can find, and if that's with a foreign title, so be it. But VHS pretty much stuck to whatever you saw on the box was the title on the screen, in most cases. Anyway, the movie itself is a ridiculous premise, but it actually is kind of well done. Richard Chamberlain, of all people, is in this movie, and John Houseman, distinguished John Houseman, Academy Award winner, was in this little schlocky thing. From 1982, we got a disgruntled telecom worker who has found a way to kill people over the phone. He hooks up the phone to some sort of pulses and electricity type of thing. As soon as you pick up the phone, he can zap you and you die. You might explode, you might blow up, you might be thrown across the room, as we saw some lady. I don't know how that's possible to do, but this guy found a way. So anyway, the first victim is some innocent girl in a subway. He was just testing it, and the girl's college professor, Richard Chamberlain, decides to investigate. Why he's investigating? Yeah, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, he does, and he ends up hooking up with John Houseman. He ends up hooking up, literally, with one of the workers at Telecom, who's played by, what's her name? Starts with an S, I think. I don't know. She was in the movie Deadly Eyes. Sarah Botsford. She plays Ridley, a beautiful artist, it says on here. She's okay. Anyway, they hook up together. Eventually, they figure out who this guy is. It's a disgruntled worker named Clayton, who I guess had some ideas stolen from him. So he's taking revenge on anybody and everybody. So they have to set it up so that he's going to call Richard Chamberlain, because they know Richard Chamberlain knows who he is now, and he's kind of baiting him into this, so they're going to try to trace the call and track him down. Somehow they actually reverse the pulse or something, and they end up killing him in his house. And that's how the movie ends. So there you go. Anyway, it's, like I said, it's a ridiculous movie, ridiculous plot, but it actually played out fairly well. They actually did a pretty decent job with it for the flimsy script that they had. So it was entertaining. So I guess that's all I asked for, right? No nudity in this movie. Had a couple of shower scenes, but no nudity there. And there was some gore scenes. Some people died getting exploded on the phones and whatever, right? Wow, quite a film. Murder by Phone, a.k.a. Bells, not available on DVD. This is a DVD-R. You can get it on VHS tape. I'll leave a link down below if you want to try to get it from Amazon. Please do. And I'm sure you can find this streaming somewhere too. Let me know if you've seen this movie. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments down below. It's called Murder by Phone, a.k.a. Bells. Watch it. Bye.